everybody, welcome back to This Soul Arcade. I'm Ricardo and we are here in day 2 at Zapcon 2014. As you see right here, we got a lot of games, you know, that it's been great, I gotta tell you. We got some of the old classic pinball machines, the old pinball machines with the that you can give yourself some free baseball cards. And I tried it and I got myself a couple of baseball cards playing this game. But yeah, that brings back a lot of memories from these games itself. Tee-Off is one of the older Gauntlet arcades, pinball machines that we've seen actually. And there's actually way more older ones and real nice ones. Spares and Strikes and Spares actually. It's one of the unique kind of pinball machines. It has, you can play like bowling into it itself, and it gives you like, they're like larger balls than comparing to the other ones. And you pretty much, the way this one works, by clicking when you start the game itself, when you pitch in, you start, whichever side you hit is where the ball's gonna be going through. And I just did I'm doing horrible in this game right now. But the balls itself, they're actually bigger than they usually are. We got the little small arcades over here, some Battle Zone and Missile Command. These are, I've always liked these. These are so small, so convenient. You can actually have them in your house. Monaco GP. Huh. This actually reminds me of Turbo. Turbo from the Sega. It's actually probably one of the newer ones, actually. This is the second. You think this is the second version, or this is the first one? This was actually before Turbo or after? I don't. You don't remember? Yeah. Huh. Well, we got over here, we got some Time Fantasy from Williams. 3 Williams actually, Defender and then Firepower. 2 actually, wow. Yeah. And I love it how they're changing all the lights. They're actually using LEDs now. So that pops out the screen out, so you can actually, sometimes it's good, and there's some of the games that they're just way overdoing it with the LEDs and you can't even hardly play the games. But we got some Sorcerer, Williams, F-14 Tomcat. Alright. Oh, check this out, we got a little bit of this little, I'm telling you, I like these little things. These are so unique. They're cabarets. Cabarets, yeah. They're kind of, they use them in restaurants, and they don't want to be like shown, you know, or actually advertised. So they use a wood filling in the side, so it just gives it a nicer look. And there's like Centipede, Solar Fox, and Wizard of War. But actually, right here in this corner on this side, there's actually these reproduction small arcades. Miss Pac-Man, and they do like different colors. And I guess they actually sell them here. So these are pretty nice. I actually did a good job on them, doing it like exactly like the same as the original. And, let's go ahead and look over here on this side. This one's actually kind of interesting. This one actually has 2 play fields. You got yourself one in the bottom and also on the top. So when you get into the bonus stage, you can actually start playing in the top area. And like I'm seeing, it's actually like kind of like he's riding a motorcycle. So that's pretty cool. Elvira, Party Monsters. Got. Let's see where here. Swords of Fun. Fury. I was like, wow. I was about to say, wait a minute, that's not a hit. We got Diner from Williams, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Oh, we got Terminator Judgment Day over here. I like that it has a gun on the side that you're able to shoot the ball. We got Demolition Man where they have both handles as use them as flippers to sit on the side. No Fear. I haven't played that one actually. I should play that one pretty soon. Data Ease actually came out with Jurassic Park. And here's another one, Royal Rumble for the original WWF. Got some NASCAR, Harley Davidson.
Hey Richard, is that Ultimate Warrior?
That's Ultimate Warrior right there, yeah. And then also we got Hulk Hogan, I got Macho Man Randy Savage. So I guess everybody know that just recently actually the Ultimate Warrior has passed away. And it was like days before they did the filming on him and everything. So that was pretty sad to hear about that. He was actually local here. He actually lived here. And we can see here we got some NASCAR, Harley Davidson, Family Guy. I always like that one, the little Family Guy, because there's Stewie actually playing a little pinball machine in the corner as a bonus game. We got the Black Knight 2000. Also, we got a NBA Fast Break. There's another No Fear over here. It looks like this one's not. This was actually the original, not the LED version of it. Striker Extreme. We got some Hydro Thunders over here. We got a Spy Hunter. Here's a nice little one, Red Baron from the Atari, and these are the XYs actually.
Yeah, Richard, I was telling you that I played this, and for 1980, this is a really great flight simulator feel. The pitch and roll feel really natural. It's based on the Battlezone platform, so it's got Battlezone sounds. It's just really a smooth, enjoyable game to play for a Vector and from 1980.
Yeah.
I love that game.
I tried it. It actually is pretty fun when you're flying around, and I think I play horrible when it comes to that game. I think I crashed so many times on it. This is one of my childhood games right here, Space Harrier. I actually used to have that game, and I used to play it at your place. And I used to play this thing like for hours, and I actually loved it so much. I actually bought it for like the home console because we got us over here. A Net City actually. This is from the Sega Naomi. Looks like this is like an import game, like a fighting ship game. I haven't played it myself. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to point out this off-road cabinet. It's a factory mini cabinet. An off-road cabinet. Even the two-player ones were huge dinosaurs. This one's small. It's a real nice little cabinet.
Because they originally have three wheels on them, right?
Yeah. Then they came out with the two-player, the two-dude one. Okay. And this is kind of based on that, even though he's got the original off-road. So it's players 1 and 3. Player 2's doesn't play.
Doesn't play, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
Very cool.
Yeah, definitely. So Tim, you want to tell me a little bit about this one? Because
well, this is classic Space Duel cocktail table, and people were trying to start 1 and 2 player starts the other day, or yesterday, and I realized I'd forgotten you have 2 start buttons, but one button selects which game you're going to play. You can see here's 2-player, 1-player, and then you have the tandems, the 1-player tandem and the 2-player tandem. You select your game, and then there's a master start button. So you can see here on the cabinet, the blinking button says game select, and then the other button start. So I go through here, and I can reach here. I select which game I want, 1-player or 2-player, and then I hit my start button, and you're good. So that's just a cool feature I wanted to point out.
Yeah. So a lot of people were getting mistakes on it and trying to get the game started.
Yeah, they couldn't figure out how to get it started.
Here's a old school baseball game, Upper Deck, and simple, you know, 2 buttons, one for pitch, one for to hit the ball.
This one actually got a lot of gameplay yesterday. It was kind of a favorite with the kids.
And it makes like these sounds. Oh. And like people are whistling or cheering. Oh, I'm out. But you see the players, when you hit the ball, they go around. So that's a pretty cool, unique setup they did.
Yeah, very cool. Let's go down the video game aisles here.
Yeah. It's gonna be a little tight, but
Yeah.
oh, this one is I keep forgetting Running Gun. One of those first NBA, well, not NBA. I can't just say just a basketball game, because this wasn't as licensed as for NBA yet. Got the Forgotten Worlds. Has a joystick and also a 360 rotator to fire, and I guess you press down to fire, and then you turn the knob to turn the gun around. So here's Joust 2, Survivor of the Fittest, and this is actually a little bit different. You got yourself your first. You can transform on this one, comparing to the other one. You just have you got yourself your flap. You can actually turn yourself into a Pegasus, but he's more heavier, and he can easily be killed. But he's more stronger when it comes to bumping into them. But he can transfer back, and so.
Yeah, Richard. I was looking this one up. Only info I could find is maybe 500 of these were produced. They're pretty rare. Came out in 1986, and it didn't do very well distribution-wise. So I might want to see if I can get the owner to let us look inside the back on this one later, see what the board set looks like, and I'm real curious to see. It's a vertical rather than a horizontal like the original Joust. I've played it. It feels about the same, but who knows? We'll take a look at it later.
This one, I don't know what this is more like a reactor. I think, I don't know if it's, yeah, it's a strange game, yeah. WWF WrestleMania. This is when they started doing like the, Midway started doing like the Street Fighter kind of. It's kind of like same thing like wrestling, but more of a overdoing it when it comes to the fighting games.
I think I was a kid in the Mortal 2 cat.
Mortal 2?
Like this. No, that's dedicated.
It's a dedicated, yeah. It's an original dedicated. And I wish this one was on the the Killer Instinct.
That's a dedicated.
Yeah, it's a dedicated. This one's actually from a Japanese TV show, I guess. Never seen this, but it's actually pretty interesting. It has some LED lights on the joystick in the bottom, so it lights it up, but I've never seen this game before. Huh. Ah, wonderful. We got ourselves the Atari Tubin. we still have to do ours. We have to get ours actually fixed up. So do a little project on future episodes. We got ourselves a Robotron. This actually looks like a one player, you know, because as you're moving and then you're firing. So Golden Tee, similar to the one that we're doing the project on. Same.
There's your coin door. You can open it up and see what kind of lights are on it.
Right.
Yeah, that's the bayonet.
This is the bayonet, yeah. So, got a Puyon over here from Stern. Oh yeah, huh? We got the Matrax, Bubbles. Now this is kind of weird because you gotta go and pick up in all the little dirt spots, and you gotta be careful not to touch some of the things until you get bigger, or else you just pop. And then there's you can. The bigger you get, the easier it gets to get the stuff, and then once you get all the dirt spots, you can get ants, and there's this cleaning lady walking around that you can get her, and you see the little
an Excite Bike.
Excite Bike.
That's one of the original BS kits. Yeah.
I used to remember playing this on the Nintendo. It's just exactly the same thing, but graphics are a little bit better than actually the Nintendo version of it. Clock and Dagger. I've actually never seen this game. Have you, Tim?
Cloak and Dagger? No, I haven't. It's an Atari kit. That's in a Williams Defender cabinet, isn't it?
So let's check this out. So you got your move and you got your shoot. So I guess you gotta go around and okay.
It's pretty basic. Is there a date?
This one's actually no. Oh, 1983.
83? Wow, that's an early kit.
Yeah. Huh. Got over here Satan's Hollow, and this is like a Robotron kit, isn't it? Yeah. But it's actually an original because it has all the. So pretty much what they did was they used the same body as a Tron. This is right here.
Tron ideas, yeah.
Yeah, just you can shoot up, and you gotta get the piece, and then get the piece, take it all the way to the end, go back around, get the other piece, and you gotta watch out for these birds. So you just go, and there's like this I guess every single time you hit a bird or pterodactyl or whatever, it gives you another bank that you can actually slide over. And once you do that, that's when you start fighting which is Satan, pretty much. And he comes out shooting. Oh, I just killed him. Oh, there he is. Yeah. And I can't kill him. He's gonna kill me. He just killed me. We got ourselves our Star Wars right here. Atari Star Wars is pretty nice. Also, we got ourselves Rampart.
Yeah, this is. It's in the Pit Fighter cabinet, but it's a dedicated Rampart.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what we have our Tekken 2 in.
Oh, the Tekken 2. Okay.
And our Super Street Fighter. It's the same cabinet. But
Same cabinet.
The 3-player Rampart.
This is a different Asteroids Deluxe than the one that we have. This one's actually Because the one with the glass ours just actually go up to here, doesn't it? Or
Ours is the same.
it's the same? Oh, okay. Oh. I see that there's a gel in it. There's a blue gel.
It's got the blue, what do you call it? Yeah, gel, exactly in front of the black and white monitor. Ours is missing that.
We got turkey shoot. I guess it throws feathers in the air on the screen. That's pretty cool. Once you start killing all the turkeys. That was a pretty cool little concept. There's a Zapcon. You know what? I never really got into Zapcon as much.
You see that joystick?
This is the first time.
It's the wrong joystick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Remember the original joystick has a trigger.
It has a trigger on it, right? Right, there's a fire and it also had it right here also. Yeah, huh.
Had a trigger and an LED that would light up when you pull the trigger.
Shooting, yeah. Right here is one of my favorite pinball machines. I've always wanted to get one of these, so one day I will. And actually, they have it here, but it's $3,700, so little steep for my pocket right now. But eventually, I will get one. But Funhouse is one of like the one of my childhood pinball machines. I actually play a lot. You got yourself this little guy that keeps on messing with you, so you'll mess up, and you can actually shoot the ball right in his mouth. And Rudy, yes, Rudy. And I guess once it hits midnight, he falls asleep, and then you shoot the ball in his mouth, and he spits it out, and starts going haywire, and that just brings me back so much memories. There's some interesting pinball machines right here. Class of 1812. I've actually never seen this one. And it's actually kind of like one of those Monsters, Addams Family kind of thing. Have you ever seen this type of pinball, Tim?
Oh, way back when. I've never played it though. It's an older Gottlieb machine, probably early '90s. I'm not sure.
We got ourselves Stern Elvis. There's the, what's this? This is the 25th anniversary one, the Star Wars from Sega. I think this one's a special edition one, I think, if I'm correct. Yeah, it is a special edition, the trilogy. Got yourself Indianapolis 500. Huh. Here's one of the last games that came out as a pinball era after like a lot of the companies start going out of business. It's actually they start doing these as a last resort, the Pinball 2000s. They try and put video and also pinball machines onto them. They tried to attempt them. Weren't they like a big, they had a lot of problems with them?
Well, I mean, Bally was kind of hurting money-wise at the time. Slot machines were taken over in Europe, and Europe was a lot of their sales. So once they lost the pinball sales in Europe, they lost money for research and development, so they weren't able to put as much money into developing something just completely incredible like Revenge from Mars or the first Star Wars one. So they went belly up.
Yeah, and that's actually it's a real nice pinball machine, and then I think it would have gone better if they would have done more into it, get into it more, and to advertisement and everything.
It's a great concept, and it's a shame that they weren't able to stay in business because they're just their hardware and the software, everything, the artwork they put into their machines are incredible.
Right. one of the sad eras of the time. Well, let's go ahead and. So it looks like over here we're having our pinball tournaments. Looks like they're going at it right now. They're it's gonna be kind of hard to do the.
Pretty crowded,
Yeah. Got ourselves a little Twilight Zone. Ah, here's one. Adam's Family. Actually, you did a fix up on the video previously on it, didn't you?
Yeah, I just did a light socket replacement recently.
Yeah. Now we got some Bram Stoker's Dracula, and this one's actually they got some color changing LEDs on the marquee itself. And
Yeah, the display, it's got a red gel over it. So it's the actual, amber color, but it's a red gel in front.
red
so,
gel. Oh, okay.
Really cool looking.
There's a Shadow over here. Did they ever got the other one done, or it looks like this been down?
It's still out.
Still out, yeah. Strange Science. That's never really seen this one itself. Here's another. Yeah. Here's a Scare Stiff. There's another Elvira pinball machine. There's 007 from Sega.
I think that's GoldenEye 007.
007, oh, GoldenEye, yeah, it is. I've never seen this one. This one's Johnny Mnemonic?
It's another movie theme pinball. Williams.
I must have not seen this movie. Oh, we got ourselves Police Force. And then we got Hook. There is one more pinball I want to show you actually. This one's actually called, let's see if I can get in here actually. Champion Pub actually. It's actually in the corner right here. Let's see if I can probably get in there. But you got yourself your Champion Pub that you gotta play around, and then all of a sudden the guy comes out. You gotta knock him out with the ball. It looks like the mechanism's not working very well because usually his arms are moving around, and but actually it's not. Looks like it looks stuck in there. Normally what turns around, there's a punching bag. They gotta punch around and hit it, and then when you start the fight, he turns around and you start fighting him. So, all right, we are here, and actually I'm here with our main guy, Wes. Wes, how's it going?
Good, how are you guys?
Good. So how did everything start? How did you got Zapcon going?
Well, Zach and I went to an event out in California called California Extreme. That's much like this, only on a way bigger scale. And we went out there because he wanted to start collecting arcade games. And that's a good place to find a lot of really nice ones.
Right.
And on our way back, we're driving a U-Haul full of arcade games, and we're like, oh man, that was so much fun. How come there's nothing like this in Phoenix? So we, after some deliberation, decided that we're gonna do it in Phoenix. And
I have to say thanks, because this is great. You got yourself, you're bringing back that whole memories from back in the day.
Yeah, we both grew up going to arcades and all that kind of stuff, and there's a lot of nostalgia attached to this whole situation for us.
And are you planning to continue on to this the next year?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's great. Well, Wes, thank you so much for letting us over here to do the filming, and thank you so much for bringing this over here to us.
You bet. Anytime.
Thank you. All right. Well, I have to say, this has been one of the greatest events I've been into, and I'd just like to thank everybody here. I'd like to thank Zapcon for letting us shoot here. Also, I'd like to thank Firebird Pinball and pretty much everybody else for letting us do all these interviews. So we're looking forward for next year. Thank you so much for watching this Soul Arcade. My name is Ricardo. Thanks for watching.